Alright, it's saying we're live. Hello everybody, welcome back to the Big Bad Bench. Today is going to be a nightmare. I can tell things are already going to be crazy. Let's show you this real quick so I can shut it off. Last week we were working on the Mac Apple M1212 monitor, and it was not working. We had recapped a bunch of it, and now... Oh, not that one. Where's Potato Cam? Look at this. I know, sorry, it's a little flickery. But look, we have all our beautiful color happening. It's working again. How cool is that? So, yeah. So now I gotta disassemble this whole mess and clean it up and do a thing. I did some work on it last week during Dave's Vintage Apple Tech stream. Also, I apologize if the sound is having issues. That's... Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna shut this thing off. Oh, you're not supposed to do that. My sound's not working right today. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna take this thing apart, clean it up, and we're gonna have a nice little monitor. So, one of the things we found last week was that there were a bunch of bad caps in that little can area that we didn't fix on during my stream, and so that was an issue. And then also I found out the monitor cable was bad, so I rewired that up quickly. So yeah, that's kind of done, but that's not the purpose we're here today. We're supposed to be working on a Mac SE 30, but I just really wanted to show off this M1212 because I've never really fixed a monitor before. I know if I were Tech Knight that, you know, fixing monitors is sort of second nature, but I'm kind of a monitor dude. Hold on one second. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and sorry, I want to say hi to folks in the chat. I see the Tech Knight is here, i830SX is here, Gutbomb is here, Jack68K, Ian Scott, Bacchus, Vic the Vicar, Taras Aviation, and other stuff. Hello. I think I saw Francois Rival, Alan Gracia. Wow, so many people here. Sorry to be late. I really apologize. Gutbomb is here. The Toiletiest Toilet is here. How's it going, everybody? I DIY. You are not late. I'm actually late. So there was that battery bombed 2SI that I bought a while ago. I forget if I've shown this on the channel since I ultrasonically cleaned this thing. Surprisingly, the board itself isn't that bad, but a lot of components came off in the ultrasonic. There's a lot of bad components. It's possible that this board's recoverable, but that's not going to be something I'm going to work on for a while. One of the interesting bits that came out of that computer is this thing, which is a Super Mac, which I think is a video spigot. It had, some corrosion. Here, I addressed the corrosion. This chip right here, which I think is a ROM chip or EEPROM, whatever. This one was really crusty, and I'm kind of worried it's toast. One of the other things is the cool dual PDS riser that was in this thing. The PDS riser is not totally toast at the very least because I put in a FPU and the FPU works. Shoot, that reminds me, I need my chip puller for today. Where did you go, chip puller? Oh yeah, let's set this over here. This is something y'all should look at. Oh geez, don't look at that. There's bad numbers up there. All right, there, we'll tuck that away. So yeah, we got to get this chip out of here. So the PDS riser kind of works because the 6882 works. So that's something. I got the floppy drive out of that system, the floppy drive bracket, the hard drive bracket, and so this is all set up. Mine did not have a floppy drive or a hard drive bracket. My drives were just kind of banging around in there. So, but yeah, so this thing is currently dead. I'd like to try to fix it. And one of the things I found on eBay is this, which is a Creative Technology video spigot, and it has the same exact video chip on it and a bunch of the other little chips. I would imagine the ROM is very different wherever the ROM is. I don't even see a ROM on this thing. Oh, maybe it's that thing right there. That's interesting. So I want to try to get this working in a PC first. And then if this works, then I know I have good chips and I could potentially fix this thing, hopefully. But basically this is not working, and I've tried a whole bunch of software stuff. Okay, so what are we really working on today? 1 second, please. Okay, this is not what we're really working on, but I'm really excited about this, so I have to show it off. This is why I'm sort of messed up. I had to run up to Vermont today and buy this. This is an original Mac 512K, which I don't have, or I previously didn't have. In fairly good shape. There's no like major scratches or anything. There's this beautiful south of the border sticker on there. A Princeton University sticker, which is very cool, from the library from 1989 to 1990. But it came with the floppy drive and the keyboard. The keyboard's a little keyboard is having a keyboard connection issue. But this was an incredible find. I'm super excited. It came with the mouse too. This has not been updated to a plus, which is one of the reasons that I was excited about it, because I have a 512 that has been upgraded, or I have two 512s or 128s that have been upgraded to pluses. So I have not had an original. Oh, the batteries in there. Wow, and it didn't leak. That is clean. Look at that. So yeah, this was a super nice find. I saw this and I was like, I gotta run up to Vermont and go pick this thing up. It was only $100 too, so I didn't even haggle on the price. Let's see if the voltage is okay on this battery. .5 volts. It's got something in it. So yeah, that was a pretty good find. I'm excited to clean that up. All right, so let's finally get to what we're doing today. Oh yeah, so this is a Erlenmeyer flask full of caps that I've removed from boards, and at VCF East I'm gonna have this at my table, and you can guess how many caps are in this Erlenmeyer flask, and whoever, if someone gets the number closest, or whoever gets closest, will win a blue scuzzy. So I'm gonna give away a blue scuzzy based off of Erlenmeyer flask caps. All right, let's get our SE30 finally. Finally, John. I'm also very excited for VCF East. So I went last year. It was my first time there. Not as an exhibitor. But it was a lot of fun. So I'm going to have a table this year. How exciting is this? I'm going to be across the way from Tech Night and right next to III DIY. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, so this is an SE30 reloaded board. Gutbomb gave me this board because he couldn't get it to work, and I'm going to show you what it does here in a second. And then I messed it up worse. If you look here is where the FPU goes. I broke 3 pads or 4 pads. Yeah, 4 pads on there because I was tracing an issue and I thought that there was a short running underneath of the FPU, and when I took it off I broke 4 pads. So we got to figure out what's wrong with this, and actually TechNight already figured it out for us. It turns out that all these little diode guys right here on the bottom, when JLC PCB put this thing together, the diodes are the wrong type. So I guess the diodes are supposed to go this way. It's a dual diode, and instead it goes this way. Yeah, there's a cap on the bottom. I just did that so that I can use my extension cable because I was doing a lot of probing around with the oscilloscope on this thing. All right, let's see what this thing does. Let me show you what this thing does. You're not going to be free, Ian Scott. You need to come hang out at my table and show people how to use the Pico Gus. I'm putting you to work, man. All right, so let's go here. So we're plugged in. This is a good chassis. There's actually an SE30 in there. Hey, K-Mac, welcome. All right, let's turn this on and go to Potato Cam. And what we should get here is our simasimac, our zebra stripes, or simasimac, however you want to say it. Right now, we're getting nothing. Oh yeah, you know, here on the BigBadBench, nothing ever goes according to plan. So that was one of the frustrations I had with this thing. I think half the time I would power it up, it would go to simasimac, and half the time it just wouldn't do anything. So that's why I got frustrated, especially after I took the FPU socket off and it just refused to stop working. Yeah, okay. Well, we're dead again. All right, where's my little chip puller guy? Oh my God, I'm so frazzled today. I am sorry, everyone. Does anyone see my chip puller around here? We're gonna have to do it the wrong way. I don't want to do it the wrong way. People on the internet will yell at me. Alright, well, I guess people on the internet are gonna have to yell at me. What's up, Garth Beagle? Alright, so we're just gonna take these 2 chips out because I think there might be something funky with those. I think these are the cereal chips. And I don't think we need those to get started. Again, if you're joining us late, I'm all kinds of frazzled. One, because I was up in Vermont picking up a Mac 512K this morning, and 2, because my wireless microphone decided to stop working today. It seems to be having the same issue. I think was it Eric's Edge that was oh, okay, TechNight is telling me that you absolutely do need those. Really? These 2 things? What's this one do? Well, yeah. We don't need a chime. Seems like everything is just going to poo today. Make sure the inductors didn't get damaged by JLC. So one of the things I did find with this board is that, oh, let's try reset. It's just weird. Now I'm like double guessing myself. Let's just turn on our system and make sure our system's working. Hey, Trina. Okay. Let's go with the regular. Yeah, so our chassis is good. I was double guessing myself. Yep, brightness is good. Yeah, so I made a bunch of measurements myself. My measurements were a little bit different from the ones that Gutbomb came up with. Oh, I might have taken the ROM out of that one. Do I have a ton of RAM in this thing? I forget what I have in here. Well, regardless, it doesn't really matter what's in there. It just shows that we have a good chassis to start off with. All right, so actually, I guess what I want to do is start off and let's do those. Let's do these things to begin with. I did find there was a bad resistor somewhere. I think R27 was broken from the factory. All right, let's do these things. All right, sorry. I got a Mac 512K. How awesome is that? Oh my gosh. Ooh, sorry. Squeaky noise. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. And let's start ripping off some diodes. I'm going to try 350 degrees here. And microscope. Come on, microscope. So yeah, Technite figured all this stuff out. Mad props to Technite. If anyone needs confirmation that he is the best hardware diagnostic human out there, just go look at his channel for 5 minutes. Wow. It's a little, I think we're going up to 390. That helps. one of the things I saw when I was poking around when it would boot half the time, or when it would show me something half the time, is that every other sim looked kind of funky. Like there was almost regular RAM signals, like the, I don't know, addressing lines looked like they were kind of working for the first RAM slot, and then the second one looked like it was doing nothing. And then you go to the third one and it was fine, or kind of fine, and then the fourth one was nothing again. So I printed out the schematics for this thing and started tracing it around, and I swore that underneath of the CP, or whatchamacallit, socket, there was like a short somewhere underneath the FPU. Turns out that it's most likely these diodes that were the issue. I would say that was a weird mistake from JLC PCB. I mean, I've bought a few things from them, although I just had a batch of blue scuzzies made by them, and they, oh, are you kidding me? I just lost one of them. How awesome is that? They had no 110 ohm um, 0603 resistors in stock. It's like, how can you be a business like that and have none of those resistors in stock? So I'm going to come in and just put a little flux on all these. Put them back in with some hot air. Flux. Flux. This board has a lot of flux on it already. Gutbaum really likes his flux. Let's start putting these in before I lose any more of them. Oh, come on. Sorry, gotta turn down my airflow. Hey, get back over here, guy. Oh, you jerk. Okay, fine. We're gonna just use our iron here. Man, it's gonna take slightly longer. It's okay. Like I said, I am frazzled as all heck today. Get down on there. It's fine. Diode. Diode. Come on, John. I'm not having a good day here. This is gonna be... Make sure I hit that thumbs down button, folks. It's Justin. Oh, there's Justin D. Morgan. How's it going? It's all right, Justin. Hang out and watch me suffer. Jeez. I am really off my game. I think it's disturbing me that you can't hear my soothing voice as much as well as you probably normally can. I'm going to come back and reflow a couple of these. I'm really not happy how they look. Yay, one row done. When in doubt, blame OBS. Yeah, this was just straight up my, whatchamacallit died. The wireless setup, it just didn't see the microphone, the receiver units. So I also want to say, so this set was part of a group buy from This Does Not Compute, I guess. And Colin from Does Not Compute was the one that sent out all the replacement diodes to folks. Like, how cool is that? Like, it's not your fault that JLC PCB put the wrong thing in on the boards, but he still went out and sent out diodes to everyone. That is super mega cool. That one's upside down. Yeah, if for some reason that you haven't had a chance to see Tech Knight's video about this, make sure to go watch that. I meant to have a link I forget if I put a link in my description or not to Tech Knight's video. Two more. We're almost done, although I do want to go back and try to fix some of these that are not sitting as nicely. Maybe I'll just wait until after the stream. They'll work even if they're ugly. It's just from my own brain. Okay, I think we're good. Alright, let's hit this with a little hot air. That's better. Didn't like how far off the board these were. Much prettier. Sorry, this was just going to make my brain itch. Sorry to make you all sit through this anticipation of testing the board out. Oh. Oh, also, I'm not zoomed in correctly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There we go. Now we can see some stuff. That's better. I'm like, why am I so far zoomed in? I think I'm also a little distracted because I'm going car shopping this afternoon. I hate car shopping with a passion. Those people are just... ugh, those people. I need to bring Gut Bomb with me to be my negotiator. And of course I messed one up. Come on, John. Focus, dude. Garth says I want the undercoating. Actually, up here, it's probably not a bad idea. Sorry, Gut Bomb. I'm basically probably going to wind up with something that essentially has no transmission. Because I think I'm going to go with a plug-in hybrid. Okay. Hey, Rudy. It's going to be a new car. It's probably going to be either a Prius Prime or D7 doesn't look fully soldered. Let's look at D7. Let's put a little blob of solder on D7. You behave, D7. So, a Prius Prime or a Kia Niro plug-in hybrid. Okay. So let's see what happens. Oh, I guess I should get rid of this stupid... Somewhere, someone said that you should put a capacitor in there, but that seems to have been bad advice. So we're going to get rid of that. Let's see what happens with this mess. Okay, so it's definitely not going to chime. Let's see what happens on the screen. Potato cam. Yeah, Dave's vintage Apple Tech has 700,000 miles on his. Or 400,000 miles on his. That's a lot. Okay. So we got nothing happening here. Wild. Alright. Let's put these vias in. Oh. Sorry. There. Well, my current car is a Kia, and it's been just a really good car. I have 185,000 miles on it, and like the only things I've had to do are like put on a, I mean the drive shaft or the CV joints eventually wore out, and something else, you know, put on brakes. It just keeps running. Okay, let's try this. Nada. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to get out the oscilloscope and start poking at things. Stupid things to poke at. Just want to feel if there's anything weird. Alright, hold on, let me grab the oscilloscope. Oh, we got so many wires happening here. This is wild. Alright, let's see here. We're gonna need some software to run the oscilloscope. I'm going to need to be able to show it to you. Okay. So this oscilloscope, oh, this is a Handtech. Nope, not that. There we go. Noel Lopez gave this to me, and it's fine. Okay. Alright, I guess the first thing we should do is look for our clock crystals, or our oscillator signals coming out. Board is still very hot from me futzing with it. Hey, Thomas Andrews, welcome. Do I have? Oh God, not that screen. Not that screen. That one. That's the one we want. All right, so let's turn this thing on. And there we go. Oh, you can't see it. But we have okay. Well, actually, this is kind of weird. Oh, wait a second. Gosh, I am so bad at this. Okay, let's go here. There we go. Nice 16 megahertz. Our main clock. Okay, so now I gotta find Need an extension wire here. Gotta find where the clock is on the CPU. Let's go back to here. Can look at this mess. And of course I was not ready with my 68030 pin out. Okay, so it looks like clock should be somewhere over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Oh, you can't see this. Sorry, 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me put that back on there. And if we look at our screen, we're basically stuck high. So there's something happening here. Yeah, clock is E1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Gutbomb says, try flexing the board a tiny bit. Yeah, we're getting no clock to the CPU. So that's something. So what if the clock is not generated by the crystal? Where is it generated on this thing? The other thing I want to check is there's pins here, because there were times where we were getting activity in our 30-pin sims. And so the thing that's really frustrating about this is that yesterday, when I took the picture for the thumbnail, it was giving me the simasimac. So let's see here. Okay. Just want to double check and make sure I didn't rip something else off somewhere. All right, let's turn this back on. Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like half the time I would power this thing up, there would just be complete deadness. Like just nothing happening at all, and then half the time it would do a thing. Check my 32 megahertz. Where's my 32 megahertz? Oh, the 32. No. Oh. I thought the main clock was the 16. Sorry. Yeah, so we have a 16 megahertz clock coming out of the crystal. I can't tell what this actually is because it's worn off. I forget what the okay, glue drives 16 from the main 32. A weird bit, look at this. So this is supposed to be the like 32 kilohertz clock, and it's reading 16 megahertz. Oh, that could also, no, that's it. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to find the pinout of the glue. Check the glue reset pin. Okay. 49 on the glue chip. Alright, that's that. It's 49 is held low. Yep. Well, poo. Yeah. Stuck reset button. I could be. I wouldn't put it past me. But the Sony chip drives the line. Okay. Yeah, I see nothing coming out of this. Oh. Oh. Well, here's a thing. Wait, like the Sony chip being the sound chips? Sorry, I should go back to here. Okay. Yeah, it's still doing nothing. So, one thing I just noticed is that this chip is a little funky. It kind of looks like one of the other pins is bunged up. Yeah, that was definitely not making a connection. So we can pull both of these and it'll post, do you think? Yeah, that one's been through some stuff. There's still the leg in there. Alright, let's see what happens now. Alright. So, got our simasimac back. Alright, good job. Alright, so that's fine because we have no ROM installed and we have no RAM installed. So let's put our ROM in. So I'm wondering if it was doing the half boot thing because sometimes it was working and sometimes it was not. With that funky chip. Funky chip. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. We still got simasimac. Weird. Dang. So we still got problems, yo. I don't know if this is your ROM. Let's try an aftermarket ROM. I forget if this is a good ROM or not. So, so I have a GG Labs ROM. Let's try that one. Same thing. Put the good Sony chip in the bottom. Okay. Let's I'm going to straighten these legs out a little bit. These legs are a little short to be putting into a round pin socket. But also got to get this other leg out of here. Uh-oh. That one's welded in. Alright, we're going to have to pull this socket. Okay. Sorry, folks. Moment, please. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dip 16? I can't do math. Yeah, that's a dip 16. Let's see if I have some dip 16 sockets. Yeah. We'll get that socket out of there. It's okay. We'll put a new one in. I guess while we're waiting for the desoldering pump to heat up, I want to take a look at the back of the board and see if there's any other capacitors or whatnot that I missed. That were cracked. Because some of them, one of them was cracked at one point. Get this guy off of here. Gonna need more heat. Come on, heat up your thing. Oof. So are these Sony chips one of the things that you just can't get anymore? We can definitely Dremel things. That's way up. That is my, that's in my wheelhouse. We can do that. It's okay to half-ass things if you're giving it to someone else. Stuff happens. We're all good. Okay, socket's out. Oops. Don't do what I just did. I just shut my soldering iron off before it was done cooling down. So yeah, let's show you that chip underneath the microscope. Had an SE analog board come in where the yoke connector was torched. Originally, instead of using the original, I swapped it. Probably could have used the original, but yeah, no. Let's see, go to microscope. What are we looking at? Why are we stuck in microscope? Did my microscope die? Come on, microscope. Man, we are not having much luck with anything here today. Gosh. That's an OBS problem, yeah. That's super. I am so done with today. Today, oh, let's look at the jank. Let's think about the jank and be happy for a moment. Alright, let's go back to our main cam. Oh, not that one. There we go. Alright, and let's zoom in a little bit. Yes, thank you, Epictronics. Thank you for looking on the bright side of today. To pick up a 512K setup with keyboard, mouse, and external thingamajig floppy drive. That was a heck of a find. So I'll take today as a win, even though I am tearing. I'm just awful today. I am sorry, folks. I'm off my game. All right, let's zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. I'm just coming in and removing the residual solder out of these traces, out of these vias. So it's easier to put a new socket in there. Some nice flux fumes. Okay, so I think we should have a socket now that should slide in there relatively easily. Nope. Jeez, we still have solder in those holes. Sorry, folks. Gonna have to come through on this side with the big iron. Let's see if our microscope cam came back to life. It did not. Wake up, you jerk. Oh, geez. Now you lost my face. Oh, gosh. Alright, well, whatever. No, not the big iron at my hip. Let's do this. Man, come on. I just want to see if this thing powers up. Started off today, well, actually today started off really bad because I was late because my microphone stopped working. But I was really excited to show that I fixed a freaking monitor. I've never fixed a monitor before. Jeebus. What are these things connected to? How many caps did I replace on the monitor? I mean, all of them? I don't know. Basically, the recapping that monitor is the same as recapping the analog board on a LC575. They're almost identical. Sorry, we're gonna do this the way you shouldn't do it. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. There we go. Yeah, tomorrow on Dave's stream will be how I burned my hand working on an SE30. Okay. Your socket's in. Got our GG Labs ROM sim in there. Got a new socket. I think everyone would want to see you fumble around with a Sharp 68K. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh, let's zoom out a little bit. So we got one of those Sony chips installed. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Potato cam. Look at that. That was the non-broken Sony chip. Let's try that again. Look at that. So when we put that Sony chip in, it stops doing anything. Had this once when the chip has no 12 volt. Okay, so let's check our 12 volt. But I mean, we booted the system up with another the chassis is good. We booted up another SE30 with it. But yeah, if the board has a fault and it's not getting its 12 volt, all right, let's see here. Let's go back to this. All right, which leg are we dealing with here? Let's see if any of them have 12 volts. That one has 4.36. That one has 5.88. That one's got 12.45. That should not be that high. Whoa, whoa. Why is that voltage so high? That should not be that high. That said 12.74, it did, yeah. Unplug that. Let's go back to here. Okay. That's much more reasonable. Go down just a skosh more. Well, it will probably go down a little bit once the board is installed. Hey, Steve. Watching me suffer today. Today is not a good stream. We're having technical issues. We're having emotional issues. We're having all the issues. Come on, where are you at, pot? Can't find my potentiometer. There we are. Okay. There we go. 12.17. We'll take that. Okay. Let's put this back in now. What will it do when we turn that on? Okay, electronics, thanks. Thanks for stopping by. Wow, what the heck? We're at 12.73 when this is plugged in? What happens when... Let's go with our good SE30 board. Yeah. That regulator is way off. What the heck, bro? Yeah, you found a bad potentiometer. That was a good find, Steve. Come on. I need to find my potentiometer. It's always so easy to adjust when it's all the way down inside here. I hate leaving my hand in here, but I'm gonna leave my hand in here. That pot is doing basically nothing. What the heck, man? No, you can't adjust the SE from the back. You can do it on the other ones. The Classic and the Classic 2. Yeah, the Classic and the Classic 2 you can do that, but not this one. What the heck? Why is that so out of whack? That's not good. I'm gonna grab a more different chassis. Hold on a second, please. Okay, we have a more different SE30. Does this one have? Guess we can get the microscope out of the way. We don't need that. Need some electric. This one's also saying 12.7. That is weird. Maybe it's just out of... I don't know. Maybe... Is that one separate on this? Or is my voltmeter fried? Like, what the hell's going on? Oh, I guess I should check the 5. Yeah, the 5's saying 506. Alright, well, whatever. Let's try this chassis, just in case something's stupid. Oh, I don't have my mic on. Jeez. I think we're almost done here, folks. I think we're almost done. I'm losing it today. I'm telling you, going car shopping is just making me making me lose it. Just the stress of thinking about going car shopping. All right, let's try this again. Let's go take a look on Potato Cam. Yeah, we got nothing there. And yeah, we got 12.5 volts there. Huh. I DIY says, you turn into a pumpkin after 90 minutes of streaming. That is very true. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is potentially say goodbye for the day. I just want to try one more stupid thing. Like, no, because no, that's not it either. It's not the RAM. I did recap my Honda at one point. It did, the ECU had an issue. I forget what I had to do. I think I replaced a resistor or something. Anyway, well, what an epic fail stream this has been. Just a reminder. Let's think about happier times. This is gonna be my guess how many caps are in the Erlenmeyer flask at VCF East. And whoever gets closest will win a blue scuzzy. So this will be at VCF East. I might lose my mind before VCF East, so I don't know. We'll see if I'm there. It's more than 8, Alan. I'll tell you that it's more than 8. There, let's put there. What else is going on? Well, we fixed the monitor last week. That was fun. So I got to take that apart, get that retro brighted. Also, I need pin 15 for voltage reference. Okay, we'll check that on. I need help with this thing. I have a feeling this is kind of dead. Basically, it's not showing up like it, the thing, it has an extension, and the extension has a big red X on it when you try to boot it up. I've tried lots of different software combinations, and basically it seems dead. So if there's any experts on the SuperMac video spigot, yeah. What else? I think that's good for now. So yeah, we'll be back at it next weekend. 100% we will finish this next weekend on stream, because that needs to go to VCF East, so that needs to happen. Ooh, DIY says I have a new inbox video spigot. Is it the PDS? Because this is a PDS for LC. They made a bunch of different ones for these, but anyway. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go zen out a little bit before I have to go car shopping. Have a lovely week, you all, and thank you for hanging out with me, even though this was a mega fail stream. Have a nice day and a nice week. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow on Dave Vintage Apple Tech stream, and don't forget that Tech Ambrosia is streaming tonight. Later.